Hey everybody, welcome back. I am Tim Treacle, and today I'm doing a ranking of my favorite Halloween films from my least favorite to my favorite. And they are currently 10 films in this franchise, including 8 from the original series and the 2 Rob Zombie films. And so today I thought I would go ahead and rank these movies from, like I said, my least favorite to my favorite. And let's get started. Coming at number 10 is a film that I absolutely hate. People know I hate this film. I have done a review of this film on Facebook. I will do a review for it on YouTube here sometime. But I absolutely hate this film. It is one of the 10 worst films of all time, in my opinion. And I know it has a cult following. And before all you geeks out there say anything, I understand what they were trying to do with this film, but I don't like it. It is a piece of crap, in my opinion. And that is Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. This film has nothing to do with Michael Myers or any of the characters. This film is basically about this company that makes masks, and they want the kids to put the mask on, and when they play this TV commercial, Silver Shamrock, it kills the kids, and in doing so, the masks end up turning into snakes and bugs and whatever, and kills whoever else is in the household. That is the gist of this movie, and I cannot understand for the life of me why this has a cult following, why people think this is a good film. The characters suck. The story is dumb. I appreciate them trying something new. You know, I really wish they didn't put the Halloween name on it. If they would have just called it Season of the Witch, then it'd been fine because it would distance itself from the franchise. I would like to have the whole collection of the series. I used to on DVD. I want the Blu-ray collection. But I always had to have that eyesore there. I couldn't stand it to the point where I ended up just throwing it away because I cannot stand the film. I've seen it one time and one time only. I do not like this film. And yeah, it is number 10 on my list. Coming to number 9 is Halloween 2 from 2009, Rob Zombie's sequel. This film is really good. I like the kills by Michael. I love his intimidation factor. He's so huge, and when he's killing people, he's making those grunting noises and stuff like, you know. And the one thing I don't like about the film is the whole white horse and the ghost of Michael's mom and his younger self. I don't like that. I wish they would have just, if anything, just took the white horse away and the young version of Michael. If they wanted to show his mom, that'd been okay. That's one of my big pet peeves with this franchise. Is they tend to do something like that to ruin the movie. And this doesn't ruin the movie, but it's an eyesore. And but other than that, I like this sequel. From here on out, the films are good, and they get better as they go on, of course. But I like the sequel. I love Rob Zombie's movies. Yes, there's a lot of people that hate on him, but there are a lot of critics who disagree with those people. I love his films. The Devil's Rejects, House of a Thousand Corpses, 31. I like those films. The Devil's Rejects is one of my favorite horror films. I love it. They're supposed to make a third and final film for that franchise, I hope. I would love to see the conclusion of that series for the 3 films. And yeah, Halloween 2, 2009, very good film. Just didn't like the whole white horse thing. Coming to number 8 is Halloween Resurrection. This film would have been higher, but I love the premise of this movie. I love the fact that they're going back to his house and they have little cameras and they're searching around and doing all that, and they're interacting with people outside on the internet and basically making it a show. It's like a horror show, but it is for fans and stuff, and it's got a good story, it's got good characters, it's got some good kills, but I absolutely hate, and I talked to my oldest brother today about this, I do not like the whole kung fu crap with Busta Rhymes' character. I hate that. It ruins the movie, in my opinion. It's an eyesore. And another thing I don't like is we don't get to see the kill of Tyra Banks. I don't like that either. If you're going to be in the film, then you should be shown when you're killed. That's one of my main rules for horror films, especially the slasher films. Why be in it if you're not going to be shown what happens to you? And then, of course, this film kills off Jamie Lee Curtis, which irritated me. All actuality, I really wish they would have left the franchise alone and just ended it with H2O. But of course, they want to come back, make another movie, and they fucked it all up. Pardon my language, but they messed it up. And it would be higher on the list. It would actually be number 9, but I do like the story. I love what they were going for. I just didn't like the Busta Rhymes kung fu crap, and I didn't like the fact that we didn't see Tyra Banks killed. But other than that, I think it's a very good watch, and I do recommend. I recommend all 9 films. I won't and will not recommend that piece of crap I talked about in number 10. Coming to number 7 is Halloween, Curse of Michael Myers. This film, of course, is the last film with Donald Pleasence, who I love. I love his character in this franchise. He would have continued to do more films had he lived. I think they waited too long to make another sequel or 2. It was 6 years between 5 and 6. But I like this film. We finally get an origin of why Michael is so angry and why he is killing, and the whole Thorn thing, and we finally figure out what happened to Jamie's character and everything. And I really wish Danielle Harris was in this film. She was going to be in this film, but she didn't like the script. She didn't like the fact that her character doesn't survive very long in the film, and so ultimately she opted out of the film, which sucks because I love her character as Jamie, but I still love this film. It's one of my favorite ones to watch during the Halloween season. A young Paul Rudd is in this film. I love his character as Tommy Doyle. He plays an adult version of Tommy Doyle from the first film, and it's a good film. It's got some good kills. The radio disc jockey guy is kind of annoying, but I love the father in this film. The father in this film reminds me of my dad a little bit, and I always had a soft spot for this film because of that. And but yeah, there's some great kills, and one of the kills is great. It involves the father. I won't spoil it, but this is a great film and a great sequel in my opinion. So definitely check it out. Coming to number 6 is Halloween H2O. This is the 3rd film that features Jamie Lee Curtis. She is back. It's been 20 years since her attack on Halloween night. Uh, she faked her death and moved to California to get away. And she has a son who is 17 years old. And if you don't remember the first one, she was 17 when she was attacked. So ultimately, Michael comes back to go after her son and to go back at her. He finds her at this school, and LL Cool J is in this film, of course. Josh Hartnett this is his first film. Um, he also did another film during 1998, The Faculty, which was really good too. You have Joseph Gordon-Levitt in this film. There's some good kills in this film. They still mention Donald Pleasence in this film. I love what they did that. It's sort of a tribute for him. And I love Jamie Lee Curtis in this film. The ending in this film was perfect, and it was a perfect ending to this franchise until they messed it up with Resurrection. But this is a great, great film, a great sequel. Would have been higher on my list, but there's some other films that I enjoy more than this one. But it is a great sequel. Coming to number 5 is Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. This one basically takes place short time after the fourth film. He's all beat up, shot up, and this old guy basically takes care of him, heals him, and he, it's about a year later, comes back, and he's going after his niece, which you'll find out in the fourth one too. And I'll just go ahead and say Halloween 4 is my number 4. That is The Return of Michael Myers. I'll just mix these two together. The Return, you find Michael Myers in a burn unit. He survived the fire from the second film, and he's hanging on. He's being transferred to another facility, and he finds out that he has a niece, and from there, he goes off and goes after his niece. Donald Pleasence, of course, returns and is trying to hunt down Michael. And that is the gist of this movie and the sequel. This fourth film is fantastic. Some say the fifth film ruined the ending of the fourth film. In my opinion, I don't agree with that. I love both these films. I grew up watching these films. These films were made back-to-back years in 88 and 89, and I love them. And I still love them to this day. I love watching them when they come on. And they're amazing films, in my opinion. Although some people don't like Michael's mask and blah, blah, blah. I love it. George Wilbur plays Michael and does the stunts and all that. I think he does a great job. I love the intimidation factor. He's bigger. They actually put shoulder pads on him to make him look even bigger and more intimidating. And I love the kills in these films, especially the the fifth film especially. There's some great kills in there too. But there's the good ones in the fourth film too. And I love both these films. I love both these sequels. They're underrated in my opinion. And I love them in the franchise. And I'm finally glad they brought back Michael after that piece of crap part 3 that came out that pissed off a lot of fans, which is why they brought him back in the first place. And I'm glad they did. And yeah, so Halloween 5 and 4 are numbers 5 and 4 respectively. Number 3 is Halloween from 2007. Rob Zombie's Halloween. I freaking love this movie. I was so pumped when this movie came out. I didn't get to the theaters to watch it, but when it came out on DVD, I loved this film. Everybody says the first 30 minutes is trash, that there's too much cussing, and all this and that. I'm like, we're finally getting to see more of an origin story with Michael. And we get to see him in his youth, going to school, and him starting off, he's killing animals, and then he leads up to killing a student and just going off on his family. And it's not just his sister he kills his stepfather, his sister, her boyfriend, and it is awesome. I love Rob Zombie's story. I love what he did with this film. This film is underrated, in my opinion. It gives you everything you want, and the guy that plays Michael is so physically intimidating. I freaking love it, and what he does to Danny Trejo, I feel bad for him because he ended up befriending him, but it doesn't matter to Michael. But Rob Zombie did a great job, not only with this film. I do love the second film. There was a couple nitpicks in there, but I think he did a great job with both the films. And it is number 3 on my list, the Halloween remake of 2007. Coming at number 2 is Halloween 2 from 1981. And of course, my number 1, you know what it is. It is Halloween from 1978. I love both these films. They're the best in the franchise. The first film wasn't as gory as the second film, but I think they needed to step it up and take it to another step, another level. Michael's intimidation in the first film was fantastic, but it goes to a new level because he is more physically stronger and more intimidating in this film. And it continues the story from the same night. And I love it. I love both these films. Donald Pleasence gives a very good performance. I love Jamie Lee Curtis. I love the characters in this film. The kills are great in this film. The whole hot tub scene. The whole, he stabs the nurse in the back and just picks her up with the knife in her back. I mean, that just shows you how physically strong he has gotten. And I love that intimidation factor in this film. I love the sequel. And of course, I love the first film. It is an all-time classic. One of the best, I think the best slasher film. I would say Black Christmas from 1974 is really close. But Halloween and then Halloween 2, the sequel, are numbers 1 and 2 for me. I love both these films. They are the best in the franchise. And yeah, that is my ranking of all 10 Halloween films. So with anticipation of this new film coming out in 2018, I'm excited for it, but I don't like what they're doing. I don't like the fact that they're making this film set 40 years after the first film, basically wiping out all the other films. I don't like that. I really wish they would have continued the story and redid this to where it took place after H2O and eliminate Resurrection, because I think they could do that. But at least at minimum, if you're going to do it, at least let it take place after the second film. That I would be happy with. But if it's taking place after the first film and wiping out the other films, that's irritating to me. But as a Halloween fan, I'm still going to watch the movie. It looks, from the previews, it looks really good. But we'll just have to see. And I will do a re-ranking of these films when that one comes out. And I'll do the same for all these other horror franchises that I am ranking here later on. But yeah, that is my ranking of the Halloween films. So in the comment section below, tell me, did you agree with my list? And let me know what your ranking of the Halloween films are. And I'll say again, if you're a fan of Halloween 3, God bless you. You know, more power to you. I just think it's a piece of crap. All right. Just want to put that out there. So just take it easy when it comes to talking about your love for the film, if you do in fact like it. But other than that, I thank you guys for watching this ranking. If you like this, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button and share my videos on Facebook. I'd really appreciate it. And I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.